Some time ago, I received a message from someone in ministry, and it was about me, about what the Lord wanted me to do. But the message that the person gave me was in contradiction with what the Lord has told me to do. When I received the message, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. Now, is it that God has changed his mind and he didn't tell me, or what I heard was wrong, or what the person is telling me was wrong? Whilst I was still contemplating on what to do next, the Holy Spirit just whispered into my ears, Micaiah. Then I remember the story of Micaiah when he had to go and prophesy to Ahab before the war. But then all the other prophets told Ahab that when he goes to that particular war, he would win. But Micaiah came and told him that no, you would not win, you would die. The other prophets challenged him to the extent that one of them slapped Micaiah. Micaiah said, whilst I was in the presence of God, where were you? Whilst I was in the presence of God, where were you? So immediately I heard the word Micaiah. I knew I had to spend time in the presence of God. So I went into prayer and I was still asking God on what to do. What should I do, God? Should I listen to the person or should I listen to you? Then in the moment of prayer, the Holy Spirit whispered another message to me. The young and old prophets during King Jeroboam's time. Then it hit. This young prophet received a message from God to go and deliver to the king. And afterwards, God gave him specific instructions. Change the routes which you use. And then do not even stay in the town. Do not eat in the town. But whilst he was on his way, an older prophet that was jealous of him came to tell him that God has said another thing, that he can eat, he can stay in the town. And this young prophet forgot to go back to God. And he listened to the older prophets. And then it cost him his life. So immediately I received the message. I knew that even though the person said the thing was from God, no, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. The message the person gave me wasn't from God. It was actually orchestrated by the devil to come and distract me, because what God was showing me was way different from what the person was showing me. You remember when the Israelites were going to Canaan, God gave them specific instructions. Do not trust anybody. Do not have pity on anybody. But then when the Gibeonites came to them and then pretended to be from a far away place, meanwhile they were closer to them. And the mistake they made was they didn't inquire of God. So they thought the Gibeonites were from far away. They signed a treaty with them, only to find out in 3 days' time that these people were actually closer to us. And the Lord has given us specific instructions to what? To kill all of them, not to mingle with them. But because they didn't inquire of God. Imagine if I didn't inquire of God. If I had listened to that person, because the person was someone in ministry, but at that moment, the message the person heard was different. The devil also speaks. The Bible calls them familiar spirits. Yes. So if you don't spend much time in the presence of God, at times certain voices that you hear may not be from God. So always inquire of God. If God tells you something, and then another person, no matter who the person is, no matter how high the person is in rank in terms of the prophetic or in terms of pastoral or whatever, if it's in contradiction with what God has told you, always go back to God. Always go back to God and find out if indeed the message is from him or it is not. Always make inquiries from God. Always inquire from God. Always inquire from God.